There we go. Quite a bit of a delay, apparently. What's the setting on right now? Oh, it's not on ultra low. Oh well, we'll push through it, I guess. We okay? Is it back? Okay, we're back. Ugh. Looks like the stream might be a little fuddy today, so we'll see how this goes. What's up, Donick? Sucks that we have to wait a month for the next Superman and Lois. Yeah, man. I thought it was just 3 weeks initially, and then somebody is like, nope, 4. Great. But, you know, for everybody to take care of themselves and be okay, it's fine. I'm not too worried. I'm going to be watching it regardless, so doesn't matter. They got the green light for the next season anyway, so it's not like we have to like hold out hope or anything of the sort for the show to get renewed. That's already out of the way. But I know we want that story. But for people to be safe and be healthy, I'm fine waiting. We'll see. The Lana storyline, Superman and Lois, needs to go. I don't care about Lana. I disagree. I feel like it's got a purpose. And I enjoy seeing it. I like knowing what's going on with them. So Lana's one of my favorite characters. So I'm definitely on the other side of the fence with that one for you, guy. What's up, Jordan? Give us more John and Natalie. Well, I can always do for more John and Natalie. I can take that for sure. Happy early birthday. Well, thank you, Jordan. Yeah, that's coming up tomorrow. Hopefully, because I still have the last episode of the season of Walking Dead to watch tomorrow. Well, not the last episode of the season, the last episode of this batch of episodes, and then the finale of Attack on Titan tomorrow. Dinner with the family. I'm going to still try to have like a little stream tomorrow just to kind of round things out. I took Monday off from work anyway, so I have a 4-day weekend to kind of smooth things out at least. And I appreciate that, Jordan. Just watched your friend's reaction video. Loved it. Felt kind of dumb for asking if the thumbnail was Central Perk before. No, not at all. Not at all. I mean, it's... Unless you, like, really look at it, like, it's... I don't think it's going to be the first thing people notice about the thumbnail. Anyway. You know, because I don't know. Because we're kind of... It's like a hangout spot. We're coming down to talk. It's not necessarily coffee, but I thought it was a fitting setting to have, like, for our discussions and stuff like that. Yeah, definitely not dumb. Don't worry about that one. I'm sure very few people have ever even brought it up. So, I'll say good on you for pointing it out. Started watching Star Trek, the original series. I've only watched the film, so it's interesting to see what the TV series was like. Truly ahead of its time. I've never seen any of the original Star Treks, the show or the movies. I think the only Star Trek film that wasn't the J.J. Abrams reboots that I've seen was First Contact. I've never seen any episodes of any of the series. And outside of, like I said, the J.J. Abrams stuff, First Contact was the only actual film I had seen. Other than that, got nothing. What's up, D? I'm doing all right. Had an early morning, had to wake up to get... somebody came over to look at the internet. So they replaced some splitters, and we're gonna hope that it's a little better after this. So we'll see. We will see. Today's kind of like the first test, and it didn't start off all that great. It seems to be stable right now, but when I kicked off the stream, it was hiccuping quite a little bit. And as I said this, it sputtered a little bit already. So I don't know what it is, man. Everything seems to work except for anything related to Google's servers for me most of the time. which obviously we're streaming to YouTube, is affected by that. So, I don't know. I don't know, man. What's up, Ragu? Hope you're doing well. We move forward an hour here, so I'm back to your normal live times. Well, I apologize. Now you're back to tuning in later in the evening. Because if I remember right, you were saying like last time whenever we brought up the time change that it made things easier for you to watch because it came on a little bit earlier for you. Well, now we're back in sync, man. Now we're back in sync. Yo, what's up? It's funny when you said we kick his ass when Lana won being mayor. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. How are you doing, Kalia? Hope everybody's having a good weekend so far. Doctor Strange tickets go on sale on the 6th. I'll be by my computer at midnight to buy my 10 tickets. 10 tickets! What the hell? I didn't pre-order my No Way Home tickets. I haven't pre-ordered a ticket in them forever. One of the benefits of being like in a semi-rural area is you don't really have to fight over tickets. Especially these days, you know, considering there's still a lot of people not going to the theaters even around here. Oh, thank you for the happy birthday, man. I really appreciate it. Just remember, the actual day's tomorrow. Like I said, I'm going to still try to have something tomorrow just to kind of hang out or whatever and chill. But we'll see. We will see. I'm hoping so. Hey, everyone. As always, I hope you're doing well. What's up, Ranger Ghost? Hope you're doing well, too. Who else from the non-MCU Marvel movies do you think will be in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness? Maybe Magneto. Blade would be cool. I have a sneaky suspicion we might. Maybe not in this, but maybe in Deadpool 3 at least. I don't know yet. I have a sneaky suspicion we'll get like a cameo from wow, Hugh Jackman. I was like blanking on his name for a second. But outside of those few, I really don't know. I'd love to see Evan Peters pop up again, but actually as Quicksilver. What's up, Toy Maker's Cat? Oh, I like your profile picture there. The first Doctor and the 12th. 11th. 12th if you're including the War Doctor. Anyway, I flubbed up. What's up, Nina Nino? Happy early birthday. Did you plan on doing the Raised by Wolves reaction videos? The show is full of what the fuck moments. Right now I have no plans on watching that show. I'm not saying that I won't ever, but right now it's just not in the cards. Maybe one of these days. Maybe one of these days. Man, what is up with this shit, man? I apologize again for the quality of this stream. Kind of outside of my hands at this point. What's up, Donick? Welcome back. You were in here earlier. I greeted you earlier, but I'll greet you again. You deserve to have one day off for all the work you do. I appreciate that. I try to do that, but it doesn't really work out most of the time. I think Friday's the only day where because I do most of the work on Stranger Things early, where I don't have anything channel related to put up. Not always. You know, if there's a trailer or a movie coming out that differs, but usually that's the only day where I don't have anything to do for the channel. I'm excited for Stranger Things 4. Um, I mean, as far as I'm only in the middle of season 2 so far, so as far as that's concerned, I think so. As long as they keep my attention, which I don't think they're really going to struggle to do right now because I am like hooked on this show. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the new season. Have I seen the new Doctor Who trailer? I don't know if you can get it there yet. Our minute-long trailer dropped today. Also, happy almost birthday. Well, thank you. No, I have not seen the new trailer for, I assume, like the Sea Devil special. I watched the teaser trailer for it way like at the end of the last special, but I haven't no, I haven't seen the new trailer yet. I don't know if I'm gonna react to it or not, but I'm looking forward to it. I actually remember that storyline from the OG days, which I'm very surprised to see how they explain like their survival, but we'll see. We shall see. Who's my favorite singer right now? Like that is actively working right now, or at this moment my favorite singer of all time? Right now, maybe Lady Gaga. All time, it's probably Cher. Hey, Omni, how's your weekend been so far? I am getting better. Did you catch the Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness clip? I don't watch the clips. I do not watch clips. If it's not a full trailer, I am not watching it. So, yeah, I've not seen it. So, until we get a new full trailer, I will not be checking it out. How you don't binge watch Stranger Things blows my mind. That's what I did, and I could not stop. Well, I don't have time. If I had time to binge watch it, I definitely would. But I don't have that amount of time to get into it like that, unfortunately. Because I would like to just go ahead and bang it all out, but it's just not feasible for me in the cards right now. Salmon skin roll. Love that, man. Nice one, Ragu. Yeah, and if anybody's wondering about the buffering, like I mentioned a few times already up to this point, it is the stream, it's YouTube, I don't know what it is. I literally just this morning had somebody here checking my internet, and everything was fine up until this splitter was causing some issues. They replaced that. Now I don't know what it could be. So it's got to be the pathing from here to YouTube or the Google servers or something. Because it only affects Google. Like if I upload to Vimeo, I have no issues. So I don't know. But yeah, it's not you guys. Definitely 100% the stream. So if it goes down before, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard, it's not you. I'm still here. I'll still try to get it back online and all that. So keep an eye out for it. Going to sleep soon. I have to wake up for some. Eating before, not eating anything during the day. Well, I hope you get some rest, and I hope you have a good week coming through the rest of this whole thing, man. Power through. I appreciate you tuning in, though, Adit. I know it's late for you guys that far out, but I always appreciate you tuning in. Yeah, I can see in the preview just there's a pretty significant delay. About 30 seconds, 40 seconds of a delay between what we're talking about and what's on the screen. Didn't know tickets were on sale Wednesday. Hey, Mandy. Hope you're doing well and have a good weekend. I absolutely love the first episode of Moon Knight. Really enjoyed your reaction to it. Why, thank you. I appreciate that. I enjoyed it too, man. I cannot wait for the next episode. I really, really can't. That first episode was really good. You're reacting to Young Justice and streaming here at the same time. What is this magic? You know how recording videos work, right? It's like, oh, you're right here, but you're also the guy on the TV. Nah, I'm messing with you. Whose Spider-Man suits do I like the best? Andrew, Toby, or Tom? Out of Tom's, my favorite of his was the Homecoming suit, the blue and red one. That was my favorite of his. And I'm not going to count the one at the end of No Way Home just because we haven't really seen it in action yet. So, probably Andrew's from Amazing Spider-Man 2 is my favorite. That's what I'm going to go with. What do you make of Obi-Wan premiering on the 27th with 2 episodes? I believe it's just for that week as it goes back to Wednesday the next week. They're probably doing a big event for Star Wars Celebration. That's what I think it is too. Considering they're moving it away from the anniversary of A New Hope by pushing it out 2 days, I definitely think it has something to do with Celebration. And I don't know if they officially said it's going back to Wednesdays or not. I don't remember if that's been addressed. I really wish they wouldn't. I would love it to be on Fridays. It would make my life so much easier. But I can presume it will probably go back to Wednesdays. However, one argument as to why it might not, though, is because there's like a 4-week overlap between Obi-Wan and Miss Marvel, where there will be a Star Wars show and a Marvel live-action show premiering on the same day for like 3 to 4 weeks. Yeah, they've got right now with their schedule, we'll be having 2 Disney Plus shows a week for a couple of weeks. Ugh. Which is going to be a pain in my ass real hard. I can tell you for sure which one's getting priority, and it is Obi-Wan. That is the one I will be pushing out first. I'm roll 2, so I'll get decent tickets on the day. I think I've only pre-ordered for Endgame. Hell, man, I didn't even pre-order for Endgame. I don't think so, anyway. I think the last movie I pre-ordered for was Revenge of the Sith. I know you're not a fan of Warhammer 40K, but can you react to 2 recent cinematic trailers? They are really good. I mean, I wouldn't really know what's going on. So, I mean, I could. Do I have the time? I don't know. But I can look into it. I can't guarantee that I will. Like, as I reacted to, I did the cinematic trailer for the new expansion for Star Wars, but I only really did that because, one, it's Star Wars, I know that world, and I used to play that game excessively, so I kind of already knew most of it. And I still kind of keep tabs on what's going on in it. Like I said, I don't know anything about Warhammer at all, so I don't know how it would really impact me in the long run. Imagine if Chillblaine and Goldface teamed up. That would be interesting. I like Goldface. Chillblaine is only now starting to kind of win me over a little bit. Now that he's turned over this new leaf or whatever. And pulled a little bartender counseling on Caitlyn. But I don't know. We'll see. That could be an interesting pairing given the decent writing. Which, you know, Flash not so known for in recent years, but still, who would I cast Matt Smith as in the DC universe? Ooh, how would I want to play him up? Like, who do I think he'd be great to kind of lean into as a character? I don't know why, but my initial thought was Red Tornado, which is a cyborg, well, an android. So I'm just like, do I want to really kind of put him in a casting where he wouldn't be very emotive? I don't think so. But that was just where my brain went first. I think he could be an interesting brother blood. Um, trying to think if there's anybody else that comes to mind. Oh, Mixus Pitalik. I would love to see him as Mixus Pitalik. That would be fun. That would be fun. All right. I like that one. I'm excited to see Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. Yes. Yes, I am, Donick. I very much so am. I'm pretty sure that's a question I've answered 1,000 times up to this point. I think it's pretty obvious that's the movie. That's my most anticipated movie of this year. So yes, I'm excited for it. Hell yeah. Well, it was The Batman, but I have now seen The Batman, so now, by default, it is Multiverse of Madness. Still holding out hope that we get Quicksilver in Multiverse of Madness. I just can't let him go. Me either! And it's probably just because I'm an Evan Peters stan, or because I cosplayed that character a few times, and I love that character. It's the only iteration of Quicksilver I actually like. So, yeah, I would love to see him come back in that role, man. This week, The Flash is a good episode, and it was like a scary movie in Chester as the target. I'm glad you liked it. Out of the post-Armageddon episodes we've got so far, it's been my least favorite. It has some interesting elements of it, like from the color grading, some of the effects, and some of the shots, but I thought the writing, some of the performances were just kind of like lackluster. Yeah, I had an issue. I had an issue really getting into this week's episode. It probably didn't also help that there was a scene that did not play on my broadcast, like where we actually saw the thing for the first time. I didn't get to see it. I rewatched it the next day when it was online, but in the reaction, as you guys had probably seen, like, I didn't actually, there was a whole scene missing from my viewing of that episode. Disney Plus is launching here on the 18th of May here in my country. My weekends will be booked with binge watching to catch up on stuff. You got a lot to catch up on, Justine, but I'm glad you're finally getting it. You know, these slow rollouts. I mean, I guess, you know, it's definitely necessary to make sure things are stable, make sure all the international copyright bullshit's taken care of and cleaned up, but I'm glad it's finally coming your way. What are your thoughts on Will Smith and the Ezra Miller stuff? Yeah, the Will Smith stuff I don't really want to get into. I've seen it everywhere. It's all anybody's been talking about. There's people on both sides of the fence, and I just don't want to talk about it. I just don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I'll be honest. I just don't want to dip my toes into that water whatsoever. But I forgot about the second part of that. Ezra Miller. The fuck, dude? Stop getting drunk and assaulting people. The first time, the thing with the video of him choking the girl, I thought that was staged. Because it never got brought up or addressed again. But then there was the video he put out like a few months ago. And then there was this. I'm just like, dude, if you can't hold your liquor in public, you need to stop going out, man. Wow. Yeah, I don't know. And on top of that, the threats he's made. It's not looking good, man. And I don't know what that means for... I mean, it's still... WB has not addressed or forced him to address anything. So, I don't know. I really don't know. Thanks about the profile pic, by the way. Did a while back when 11 was the current Doctor. That was quite some time ago now. You seen Sonic 2 yet? On my to-do list. It's not out here yet. I still have to wait until this coming Thursday, and then actually, no, I won't be able to see it Thursday. I got D&D Thursday. I won't be able to see it until Friday this week. So, yeah, my review will be a little bit late. It's just not out in the States yet. It's out in, I think, Europe right now, early, but it doesn't officially release in North America until the 8th. So I've not seen it yet, but when it comes out, I will. Happy birthday for tomorrow, Omni. Thank you, Mandy. I really appreciate that. Coming up on 34. 34. Is Sonic the Hedgehog 2 movie out yet? It is in Europe. It is not in North America. Not yet. I don't know about other countries. When I was looking it up because I saw other people talking about it, I was like, what the hell? I thought there was still a week to go before this came out. And yeah, I only saw release numbers or dates for Europe and North America, and that was it. So I don't know where it releases anywhere else in the world. Maybe we're just the ones that are lagging behind. Maybe Europe got it early and everybody else has to wait too. I don't know. I'm not sure, but at least for me, I just know I have to wait until the 8th. Buongiorno. Right back at you. I don't know what that means, but welcome. Do you think Doctor Strange 2 will make more money in the cinemas than Spider-Man No Way Home? Doubtful. I don't think it'll top Spider-Man No Way Home. I think there was a lot of nostalgia factor that really helped Spider-Man No Way Home. And maybe they can capitalize that in Doctor Strange 2, but I don't know if it'll have the same oomph. You know, I don't think that there's anything in the MCU that has that amount of legacy that Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield can bring to the franchise. Also, Spider-Man's the most popular Marvel character of all time. So, like, I don't know. It could. I'm not placing my bets on it to breach the dollars that Spider-Man made, but yeah, I already addressed this. Is the internet the problem? What's happening if it's buffering a lot? Yeah, it's definitely the stream, guys. Nothing I can do about it. Yeah, I'm not getting into that. What's up, Drizzy? Am I interested in Gotham Knights? Now, are you talking about the show or the game? Because if you're talking about either, technically, no, I'm not. I'm not really interested in the show. The storyline just doesn't sound interesting to me. It has all of the markings to fall into your stereotypical lesser CW drama stuff. And I'm not a fan of that storyline in general. The game, I still think looks pretty sloppy. It gives me a lot of sense of that Marvel Avengers game that Square released. So I don't have high hopes for either at the moment. So I'll still watch it when it comes out. I'll still give it its fair shake because I always do. But I'm not like, I don't need it. I'm not one of those people campaigning for it. I've seen some people like, get it, give it to us. And I'm just like, I'm not that guy. I'm like, if it doesn't get picked up, I will not be hurt at all. Happy early birthday. Do you think Bizarre Superman was the junkie in his world and F you, brother? Oh, that he was probably, he was probably not a good dad. He was probably not a good brother. So, yeah, I think we'll figure that out. I think we'll get a lot of those answers in a month when we get the next episode. Yoshaw. I really want Legends to get renewal for 2 seasons to lose everything. I really want Legends to get renewal for 2 seasons to lose everything. I don't know what you mean to lose everything. I mean, I get up to this where you're like, I want them to be renewed for 2 more seasons, but to lose everything. I don't know what you mean there. Like I said, I can take or leave Legends at this point. I just wish they wouldn't have cliffhanged us so hard at the end of the day there. If it doesn't get picked up. Just wanted to say thank you for the amazing work you do. Your reactions that have helped me while I've been recovering. You're one of my top 3 reactors, along with Blind Wave and The Real Rejects. Aw. To be held in such high regard, I really appreciate it. I really do. And I'm glad that, you know, just coming here and hanging out and talking about the nerdy shit in the fiction of the world to kind of help distract you from, the struggles of your recovery, the struggles of the outside world and all that. I like making this as much of a safe haven from all that as possible. Addressing what needs to be addressed when it needs to be addressed. But mostly I try to just make this a safe space for everybody to come hang out. And I appreciate it. I'm glad I feel like we're mostly succeeding. Mostly succeeding. We have our moments, but still, no one's perfect. Let's see. From one of the episode titles of The Flash, seems like someone will die. Who do you think it will be? Personally, I think it's Frost. I cannot wait to see Superboy, John, and Bizarro World. Me too. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be Frost. Honestly, I'm worried about it, and I hope it doesn't happen, but I think it's going to be Joe. I mean, let's be honest. As much as he's barely been around these last 2 seasons, for one reason or another, I think it's going to be Joe. If somebody's got to go, I think it's going to be Joe. I'd rather have it be Frost, to be honest, because I don't feel like she really contributes to the storylines all that much anymore. I don't know. I haven't found her that interesting outside of being Caitlyn's sister. I like their dynamic and I like them playing off of that relationship, but I don't care about her drama. I don't care about her contributions as part of Team Flash. Honestly, I think we need to trim Team Flash down still, but we just got Phantom Girl added to the show. So I don't know where that's going to tie in. It seems like they're already prepping a replacement for somebody on the team is what I'm kind of feeling. We'll see. With Superman and Lois taking a break, you should take a break. It gives us a lot of content, so just chill for a few hours at least. That's what I'm probably going to do. Tuesday nights. I mean, it gives me a little bit of a break because I don't have to record anything or prep anything for the following day, at least until Moon Knight. Because I do still have to go to bed early and then wake up at 3 in the morning for Moon Knight. But yeah, having it like as much, that's another thing. And I think I talked about it I didn't want to like harp on it too much in the video itself, but as much as I love keeping up with everything, I love watching the shows and all that stuff, especially when it comes to the CW shows, anytime there's a break, I honestly have a little bit of a sigh of relief. Because I'm like, as much as I want to, see the story, enjoy the story, share the story with you guys and stuff, I was like, the other side of me is like, yes, I don't have to spend 3-4 hours editing. Or I don't have to pay to have this edited. We'll see. I appreciate that, though. So I will probably take that time to just give it to myself. Happy birthday for tomorrow. Thank you, Justine. It's your birthday tomorrow? Happy birthday. Well, thank you, Amanda. I'm glad you were able to make it today. Hope you had a great week. I saw your suggestion for Sandlot on the movie lineup. So just to let you guys know, give you a little preview, I guess. So far as our movie suggestions for any of the champion or higher members on either the Patreon or the YouTube members, 2 suggestions I've already seen. So I put out a poll to see if anybody wanted me to actually do commentaries for movies that I haven't seen or that I have seen. And so far that's winning. So I'm just going to go ahead and remove those from the list. But right now the suggestions we have for April's movie is Tick, Tick, Boom, which honestly is my fault for missing because I should have covered that in general for the channel regardless. Because that was a newer movie, and I should have just watched that, but I completely missed it. Law-Abiding Citizen, which I've never seen. Tag, with the Jeremy Renner movie, never seen it. Sandlot, never seen it. And Mad Max, so far, are what I have on our list at the moment. Happy birthday for you tomorrow. Oh, my God. Well, thank you. Thank you, guys. So there's a whole Ezra Miller thing that just happened. So what do you think they're going to do with the DCU Flash, or do you have any ideas or not? I don't know, man. I think after like 3 incidents, not addressing it after the first one, they need to address it in some way. I don't know that they need to replace him, but he's not very great for PR at the moment. That's for damn sure. So I don't know. Kick him out and put Grant in there. Upgrade Grant. Make Grant the DCU Flash. Do it, cowards. I'm so glad Dion didn't call Iris mom, but don't jinx it. But it was kind of funny when Dion called the Force Sibs. Yeah, I did like that. I am so glad that he didn't say, "What's up, mom? What up, mama? Mama? Ma'am?" None of that happened there because I don't want. Anytime they called Barry Pops or Iris mom, I was like, I wasn't like Eric over a blind wave cringing out of my skin anytime that happened, but I was pretty close. The whole like sibling thing didn't bother me. It was the whole like pseudo parent thing that they were doing with these people that were effectively the same age as them was like making me like freaking have a aneurysm. What's up, Piction? What's up, Sketch? Love your Flash reaction this week. For some reason, watching someone's reaction makes me more hyped for the show. I'll be honest, I'm the same way sometimes. Sometimes when I watch Blind Wave or any of the other few people that are reacting to the Arrowverse stuff, I don't know, it makes me appreciate things a little bit more. What's up, Andre? Conchu. So question, what kind of wine are you having today? It's a local brand. It's just some blackberry wine. I don't really know more than that because they don't advertise more than that, to be honest. Pretty much it just says West Virginia wine blackberry. That's pretty much the label. And I know I like blackberry, so it at least tells me that I don't have to guess about liking the wine. So that's what I appreciate about solid marketing. You know, just tell me what it tastes like and I'll drink it. I'll probably drink it. I'll be honest, like with half of the wines, it's like red, Moscato, Pinot Manana, and I'm like, what does it taste like? Because I can't tell you how many times I've just bought a wine because I can't remember what I like half the time, and I'm just like, this tastes like ass. That's honestly one of the reasons I didn't mind having that wine crate until they stopped delivering to my state, was that whether I liked it or not, I had a case of wine and I needed to drink it, and I did. If it was bitter as hell, if it made me like, ugh, I still made myself drink it all. Yeah, I do not have any of those bottles left. I did drink them, but it forced me to try other things, so. And I've got some cool shirts out of it, but I wish I could still get that wine crate, man. I want to show my love to Stephen Amell, my Green Arrow daddy, and his wine company. Omni, your hair is seriously leveled up. Oh, well, thank you. I seriously need a leveled up counter for the Flash. It seems. I don't really want to go through the hassle of doing that, but part of me wishes if I had the extra motivation and effort to throw that in there, that we would have a counter for every time the phrase leveled up gets thrown around in this season of The Flash. Right now, at least, after Armageddon, it's about to one mention per episode so far. So, it's coming down. Who would I cast as Reverse Flash in the DC EU? Anthony Starr. I've said this before. Anthony freaking Starr. I want as Reverse Flash. He just looks like Eobard to me, man. Homelander? Come on. There's so much nerd content for the summer. It's insane. That wasn't a word. It's insane. Miss Marvel, Obi-Wan, Umbrella Academy. Umbrella Academy, I've never watched an episode, so I'm going to be out of the loop on that one. Maybe I'll have to pull a Stranger Things on that, maybe for their next season, because I don't have the time to do it before the new season comes out. I'll get into it. It's been one of those shows I've been just kind of putting off. I'll watch it eventually, I'm sure. Hey, dude. Really been enjoying your reactions to Stranger Things. I'm glad. I'm surprised it's doing as well as it has been. Why in God's name is my bitrate at 44,000? That shouldn't even be possible. See, that's what I don't understand. Sometimes it'll drop, which I understand. But sometimes, because I only have it set maximum to 6,000 for the bitrate. But sometimes, like just now, it shot up to 44,000. How and why did that happen? Does that make any sense? But I'm glad you guys have been watching it, because honestly, for a show that's been off for a while, I know there's a new season coming up, but it's doing really good on the channel. So I'm kind of glad I hadn't watched it up until this point. But I'm loving the show, man. Have I seen Morbius, and what did I think? Watch my review. It's on the channel. I put it up yesterday, I think. Yeah, check it out. Spoilers. It wasn't great. Superman Lois now. Clark has been in other Earths, has been missing for a month. Do you think he will find a way to get out of Bizarro World? Maybe have another Arrowverse hero help him. I doubt we'll have another Arrowverse hero help him, but I do think he'll get out. I 100% think he'll get out. But I don't know how, but I'm sure he's going to find a way out, or they're going to go in and get him. Like maybe Jordan goes in with this Bizarro Jonathan and they get him out. Or maybe they break out Edge and he helps them. They're very limited on their resources at the moment, so we'll see how it plays out. Am I going to be watching WrestleMania 38 tonight? Not at all. I've not watched wrestling since I was 6 or 7, probably. I wish HBO Max would just spend the damn money and give us top-tier Titans show. I feel like it's getting there, but I guess we'll see what happens this next go-around. You know, I feel like this last season was where they should have put the money where their mouth is, because I'm not excited for the villain setup that they have for the next season, man. Brother Blood, Jinx, and Lex Luthor. Well, it was Red Hood, and they were doing Red Hood. I was like, damn, I'm excited for that. But they did what they do. It was still better in the last 2 seasons, and I enjoyed most of the season. But yeah, they need better writers, man. That's all it is. It all comes down to, really, it's just the writing. The writing's not great. And I expect more from them than I do the CW. One, it's on HBO Max now. Before, it was on DC. It was coming from DC themselves. Not a subsidiary, not another studio, not another network. It was coming directly from DC when it was on DCU. So I was like, listen, if you are making this from the people that make this stuff, I'm holding you to a little bit of a higher standard. They got nowhere near that standard at all. Honestly, the first 2 seasons were worse than anything I've seen on the CW personally. Season 3 though was much better. Much better. But still had a lot of those pitfalls, especially in the second half. What's up, Chance? Excited to see Michael Keaton in Morbius. Don't get too excited. Don't get too excited. If you're excited for Michael Keaton in Morbius, do not go into the movie expecting Michael Keaton to be a major part of the movie. I'll just be real with you. He's got maybe 10 seconds of screen time. Maybe. One theory is for MK is that Omn1 will trap Mark in a mental asylum of his own creation and convince him that all this was his own mind. A crazy thing to adapt from the comics. Oh, that'd be awful. That would be nuts. I would like that, though. That would be interesting if that's how they closed it out. Oh, shit. Justine just had an even better idea, though. We'll get to that. Because right now, there's also a lot of setup that things are not exactly how they're being presented to us either. And then maybe through Steven's eyes, he's not really a reliable narrator. I like that, though. That's an interesting way to go. Again, I'm not familiar with a lot of any of the Moon Knight runs, so I'm not sure what all they can adapt, what all they might not, what are all they're pulling from. But I don't know. I'm excited, man. But yeah, this was a great one. Matt Smith as the Mad Hatter. Yes, that would be great. What did I say before? I said Red Tornado and then Mxyzptlk. I think that is a better fit. That is a much better fit. Good job, Justine. Credit goes to you. That is a good one right there. How am I feeling about Billy in Stranger Things? When I heard it was Dacre, I thought that cute blue-eyed Aussie is going to be so adorable. You're absolutely the worst, Billy, you scumbag. I mean, I don't, like, yeah, he's, like, so hard to read in a lot of ways. Like, I'm so confused by his motivations in general a lot of the time. And then he's just a straight-up creep. Scumbag, as you say. Great use of words there. Kinder words than I probably would give him at this point. Yeah. He's a piece of shit. That's all I know right now. I don't care about the blue eyes and the cuteness or none of that. Or his abs. He could put those away. In high school, man. Put them away. But, yeah, he's kind of a shithead. But then he was kind of nice to I wanted to say Joe, but to Steve in this last episode. So I was like, what the fuck is his deal? I don't understand it. I don't understand his character yet, except that he's like confusing the shit out of me, and he gives me major creeper vibes. Borderline psychopath. Am I dropping frames or is it just me? It's the stream. It's the stream. It's not you. Don't worry. Can't wait for the next episode of The Flash. Me too. Will you cosplay Mr. Knight? Yeah, I could. It'd be an interesting one to do. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. We're both April babies. My birthday is on April 14th. Already have the day booked off. When are you going to have some gin, kick back, and relax? You deserve it, if so. I'm having horrible lagging issues. Is it me or does anybody else have a problem? It's the stream. It is the stream. So, it's definitely not you guys. Happy early birthday. Well, thank you, Andre. We're not getting X-Men 97 until next year, so it'll probably be 2 years before we get the live action X-Men movie, and I don't like that. Yeah, I definitely feel like the live action X-Men, at least in the MCU, is still going to be quite the ways away. But that said, I'm really excited to see what they do with X-Men 97 in the meantime. But not having any X-Men content for all this time kind of sucks a little bit, not going to lie. I would love if they recast the Flash of the DCEU with Grant. Me too, but I think that's too hopeful. Also thought Ezra choking was a bit weird. Now, bloody hell. Now we need to talk about Kev Ezra. Yeah. Yup. Run Sonic 2, that's rare that we get something before you guys. Actually, it happens more often than you think. There's a lot of times that, there's a lot of big movies that premiere elsewhere before they premiere here. And I'm never really sure why that is, but yeah, it's not a rare occasion. I just don't think people talk about it or point it out that much. Talk. Okay, that was clearing up a typo from before. What's up, Ellis? Only 34. Oh my god, I feel so old. I'll be 52 this year. 52 and glowing. Hey, 52 still young. Interested in the show. I assume you were talking about Gotham Knights. How am I feeling about the Flash season 8 so far? I think Armageddon kicked ass. I'm a little mixed on the last 3 episodes. I enjoyed the first 2 a lot more than I expected to. This last one, I thought it was kind of all over the place. It wasn't very streamlined. I don't know. It had some good moments in it, but it was a little okay. I just kind of, I don't know. I want the ball rolling. I want the story rolling. And I don't think we really got that until this episode, really got that ball rolling. And it was such a confusing, weird episode in the way that it was written, the way that it was acted. So I don't know. We'll see. Sonic 2 is out here, but it was sold out when I tried to go, which means hopefully it's making money. Want to see that cutie Tails, though. I heard the post-credit scene's nuts, but if anybody's seen it here, I don't want to know. Don't tell me. That it's got a killer post-credit scene. And I did see that the director said that from this point onward, they're not really going to be following the storyline of the games. Because this one definitely, between the first one and this one, is definitely kind of linking the first 3 Sonic games together. Sonic, Sonic 2, and Sonic and Knuckles. Well, Sonic 3. Sonic and Knuckles was a completely separate game. So I'm really curious to see what they do with it. Is my boy Shadow going to show up? That would be cool. Happy birthday, Summer, for the last week. Oh, yes, Summer did had her birthday last week. Happy belated yet again. Listen, Doctor Strange will at least hit the $1 billion club, and ticket pre-order sales are starting earlier than any other Marvel movie, I believe. That'll definitely help. Opening the pre-order sales earlier, I don't know if that'll give it a huge boost, as much as you might think, but I do think it'll probably hit the $1 billion club. I think that'll definitely happen. So Janice, I think Legends was a better show during its first 3 or 4 seasons. Oh, 1000% agree. How do you think Young Justice is progressing? I think it's really good. I know it's like we get like little nuggets of story each episode, but honestly, I feel like this season has been the way they've parsed the story out and done all these different threads in these mini pocket arcs this last season. I really enjoy it way more than I enjoyed season 3. I was not a huge fan of season 3. I thought it was a mess. I didn't really like most of the storylines of season 3, I'll be honest. But I've been really enjoying this season so far. You know, sometimes some of the storylines we follow up on aren't that interesting. But overall, the main threads have been a lot of fun to follow. Especially the ones that have been overarching through all of the other arcs and stuff. Nice to talk to someone who actually likes the nerdy stuff, unlike friends who think I'm weird. I feel you there, man. I feel you there. But we're here, and we can talk about it. We're all friends here. There's always people you can find with common interests. That is true, Jacob. That is true. They're out there. You just got to find them. Who will die in the Walking Dead me-season finale? Did I just say me-season? Mid-season finale. Leah. Probably Leah. I don't know. All I can tell you who is not going to die, and that's Carol, Daryl, Negan, and Maggie. They can't die. So everybody else is fair game. But we will find out. Well, I'll find out tonight because I'm going to be staying up to record it early, so I don't have to do it tomorrow. So I'll be watching it tonight at 3 in the morning. So just to get that out of the way. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Just wanted to jump in and say, hey, what's up, Mary B? Welcome, and thank you for hopping in and saying hi. I think Flash Season 8 is way better than Season 7, 4, 5. I really like 5 in my opinion, but the whole father-daughter aspect I really love. Yeah, so far, don't get me wrong. Like, I think Season 8's a lot better than some of the weaker seasons of The Flash. I'm one of the weird people apparently that like season 4 of The Flash. It's one of my, not my favorite, but it's in the upper half of the seasons for me. But yeah, I am liking it more than 5 and more than 7 so far. The actor who plays Joe in The Flash has been shooting Law and Order again. I believe so. If he is the one that dies, it's probably a scheduling thing. I honestly, I will miss Joe. I will miss Jesse L. Martin, man, because I really like him as an actor, and he's been one of my favorite parts of this series. He will be missed if he is the one that goes. If he's not, though, pleasant surprise, but we'll see who else gets knocked off. I guess if it's not him. That was Mandy. Titan season 4 of the show. First look at the first episode. Can't wait. Season 4. Do you think Jason might come back for one last time? I mean, he might. I mean, he's out there. He's just not on the team. I'm sure he can always pop up for like a little guest show or something like that. Had no idea Netflix had its own Power Rangers show until today. Huh? What? Elaborate. I've seen Ashens and the Polybius heist. It's a movie on YouTube. No. Never heard of it. Never heard of it. Quite honestly, I can do without Ezra's Flash. The way he runs irritates my damn soul. Yeah. His moment in the Snyder Cut's my favorite superhero moment of like the last 2 or 3 years. Post Endgame. Because the hammer moment with Cap and the portals, that's my favorite superhero moment thing ever, I think. But him jumping into the Speed Force, it was next level for that. Outside of that, everything else is take it or leave it. Because that any Flash could have done that, to be honest. There's nothing he really added to that made it what it was. But yeah, I think I feel the same way. I like him as an actor, but he's kind of problematic at this point, so I don't know what to do there. And I can't blame some of that stuff on him, like the way he runs and stuff. That was obviously the director has final say on any of that, but you know, it is what it is, man. We'll see what happens. Always got cake and cookies at my house, as I bake all the time, and I make novelty B-Day cakes. Yes, you do. You've shown us some of them in our Discord. Wish I could have a taste one of these days. Do you think Superman and Lois that Sarah might end up living with Kyle to take care of him to make sure he doesn't backslide into alcoholism with his depression? She's shown to take care of him in season 1. I thought about that, actually. I thought it might be pretty likely that she moves in with him. Because they do seem to kind of be homing in together as things are splitting up in the home, and it's very possible. I was thinking that. I was actually thinking that, Summer. So I think we're possibly on the same route there. I think if she doesn't live with him, she's just going to stay with him for a while, at the very least. Fantastic Beasts coming up. Ezra and JK, a PR nightmare. A wonderful duo right there. Wonderful duo. From quite opposite ends of the spectrum, too, which is kind of interesting. If it's gold, it's mine to control. Blackberry wine. Man, I'm so hyped for you to see Tick Tick Boom. Andrew really shined in this one. That's assuming it wins the poll. Blackberry sounds so yummy. It actually is. Honestly, because the last couple times we went to the store, they didn't have the one I had been buying up until this point. So like I got a different one, and honestly, this one ended up being better than what I'd been drinking. Probably a dumb question. Have you ever watched Smallville? I have. I have not watched all of Smallville, but I've watched a lot of it. I like it. I like Smallville. I think Michael Rosenbaum is the best live action Lex Luthor of all time. Like, hands down. The The show I always had a bunch of nitpicks with, just as a DC fan in general. And rose-colored glasses off, because people have like a huge blind spot when it comes to this show. They like try to hold it up as this gold standard compared to CW as it is today. It's just as bad in a lot of ways. It has its moments, and some great moments, as they all do, but it's nostalgia goggles, I think, cloud a lot of people's vision when it comes to Smallville, because especially since I've gone back and rewatched some of it. And I need to do a full watch, because I think I've only seen like the first 3 seasons, episodes in between, and then seasons 8 through 10. Like, I've seen everything but the middle. In completion, I think. As long as my memory serves, which these days it's not the most reliable, but that's how it is, man. But yeah, I really like Smallville. I really do. It has its charm, and the Arrowverse owes where it is today to Smallville. You know, as much as it's the Arrowverse, Arrow wouldn't be what it is, or wouldn't have existed without Smallville. So there is that as well. When's that setup tour coming? I think Barry answered that one. Probably not for a minute. I need to clean some stuff up and move some stuff around to make it easier to get around. Seeing your reactions every day has been one of the best parts of my day, and I appreciate what you do for the fans. I think it's thanks for all the great content and giving that I've been giving us. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. I'm just glad you guys enjoy it. I was always never too sure about doing this, but it's been a good decision so far. I don't know. Getting to talk about all the stuff that I love is probably one of the best parts about the whole thing, and share it with a bunch of like-minded people. And also getting new perspectives, getting other people's feelings and stuff like that in there as well. It's been a lot of fun. I'm drinking white wine, lots at the moment. Red wine hurts my stomach lately. I'm getting old. Honestly, most alcohol at this point kills my stomach lately. It's just the actually, I'll be honest, like this wine has not hurt me as much as some of the previous ones I've had, but I've got really bad acid reflux, so like anything that exacerbates it can make the rest of my day a living nightmare. That's a little bit of an exaggeration, but yeah, I will not be comfortable for a huge chunk of the day. Moscato is super sweet and bubbly. Might have to explore that then. I prefer sweet drinks, so I like to lean that direction. I just can, like I said, I can never remember which I like most of the time unless I can put a flavor to it. I can drink them sometime. I can only drink them sometimes. I prefer red that are mixed with mixed reds or house reds. The best is Chilean one that has peppers in it. Ooh, that sounds like that would really hurt my stomach. One of my favorite Avatar reactions. Man. Honestly, AG and Chill has some great Avatar reactions, but I think my favorite person that I really enjoyed watching for Avatar was I'll say was, because he's finished with it at this point, was A Goodwin TV. Really insightful discussions that he gives. Like, dude puts me to shame. Like, I feel like I'm like coloring outside the lines and not even using the right colors when I'm trying to explain stuff, and he's like painting the Mona Lisa over here with some of his discussions and breakdowns of a lot of the psychology of stuff of Avatar when he's going through the show. Great commentary. He's since finished Avatar at this point. He's up to date with Attack on Titan right now. I think he's doing My Hero. He just started Mob Psycho 100. yeah, I think he's my favorite Avatar reactor that I've seen. Next on that list would probably be Let's React. They were cool. I like watching their Attack on Titan ones now, but they've also finished Korra and Avatar and all of that. And I've watched pretty much everybody's, like the bigs, like, Blind Wave. I watched all of Rejects, but you have to be the Rejects. Theirs is on Patreon, so you can't just go and watch it. So I've watched Greg and his girlfriend, fiance, react to all of Avatar. That was fun. Ya boy Roshi, all the big ones. I've watched all the big ones, but my favorite, I think, for Avatar specifically has been A Good One TV. Do you think we'll finally see the end of Kathleen Kennedy era at Lucasfilm this year? Doubtful. I doubt it. Definitely doubt it. Definitely doubt it. Summer. It's to summer. What's your favorite kind of dog breed and favorite fictional pet? Husky, even though they're way too exciting to me. I'm more of a cat person, personally. I do have a favorite dog. It's just I can't. They require too much attention that I don't ever have the energy to give most of the time. But it would be, if I had to pick one, it would definitely be a husky. And my favorite fictional pet is probably man, that's a tough one. Probably a cabot. So if anybody's seen Tenchi Muyo, Ryo Oki, that thing, adorable. Maybe Kilala from Inuyasha, but yeah, that's probably what I would go with. Maybe a dragon. Is it true you're going to guest star in Cobra Kai? I wish. Yeah, I just explained that. Stranger Things is mad popular. They need to release the new season sooner rather than later. They'll release it when they need to release it. They're releasing it in parts, so it's coming. Though I've seen the promotional images because they're hard to avoid. And man, it's so strange seeing the kids where I'm watching it right now and just how much older they are. So it's like, what the fuck? I know I'm behind, but it's like, to me, watching it now and then seeing that there, I'm just like, holy shit, they've blown up. Umbrella Academy is good, but yeah, you got a full schedule and it can wait. HBO Max, give Flash that budget. Please, the show is getting so much better. Well, HBO Max doesn't give any of the CW shows any of their budget, so I would love for them to take over any of those. But yeah. What happened? Don't know what you mean. What do you mean? What happened what? What's my favorite streaming site? I don't like Twitch or YouTube, or do you mean like streaming services like Netflix or Hulu? Right now I'd probably say HBO Max because most of my favorite things are there. Disney Plus. I don't know, it's tough. Because they each have something that I go to them for. It's probably still Netflix, because a lot of the stuff I like to rewatch and re-binge are still on Netflix. HBO Max, as far as binging stuff over again, really only has Friends. And Disney Plus doesn't have anything that I like to repeat binge. So I'll probably still give it to Netflix. Oof, no lag for me. Well, that's good. I'm glad it's working fine for some people. As for Titans, everybody is excited that Beast Boy is getting a costume, but does that matter if he can't morph? Seems like Ryan Potter is a martial artist, so let him fight in a costume. Yeah, we need the Beast and Beast Boy. Damn it. Also, peanut butter whiskey. If you ever have a chance to try it, it's amazing. Sounds gross. Don't get me wrong, but it's very good. I'll have to give that a try. Whiskey is one of those things that's like, I have to like be in a mood for it. More of like a I'm ready for some pain kind of mood. Internet 1, Omni 0. Yeah, man, I'm always losing to this internet, man, no matter what I do. No matter what I do. I'm going to see Sonic 2. Just saw it an hour ago. Yeah. Yeah, I'll see it when it comes out here. It's we still have a week before it actually comes to our theaters, so like I mentioned earlier, I haven't seen you in the chat up until now, so maybe you weren't here earlier, but yeah, it's out in Europe early. It is not in North America at all yet. So I'll see it when it's out. Sorry I'm late. What's up, Stixie? Again, never be sorry. You guys have your lives outside of this thing, so don't worry about it. And preamble, internet's not that great today. What TV would you use for your PS5? Because I'm using a Samsung right now. But do you think Sony TV is better for the PlayStation? Brand really isn't going to matter. What you really want to look for your PS5 is really the specifications. You want to make sure it's got, I think, HDMI 2.0 connections or 3.0. I think to get the most out of your PS5, I think it's 3.0 now. Yeah. Yeah. You want to make sure the TV you get, you don't have to make sure, but like if you want to get the most out of your PlayStation, you want a TV that's got HDMI 3.0 jacks, that it's 4K, that it's not locked at 60 frames, so going up to 240, preferably true 240, not simulated, processed 240. High contrast rate. HDR is a plus, not necessary. Yeah. As far as brands go, for TVs, I've always been preferential towards Samsung. They've always been the slayers of the television world. So LG has some good ones, but Sony's okay. But if you had the choice, I would go with Samsung. But again, like I said, you want to look at the specifications on those to make sure you're getting the most out of your PlayStation. You're not limiting it. Which suit up is cooler, a Mark 40 or Mark 50? An 85 suit up, the Eternal suit up, or the Moon Knight suit up? I would go with the Iron Man suit ups, to be honest, because it's more, I don't know, it's more visually interesting. I like the Moon Knight thing, don't get me wrong, but it is just kind of guy standing there and then wraps come up on him. I'll go with the Iron Man suit stuff. Favorite snack while binge watching these shows? Popcorn. I consume a lot of popcorn. What is better, Titans or Legends? I enjoy Legends way more than I like Titans. So, do I think Legends is better? Actually, it has way better writing, believe it or not, in my opinion, than Titans. But Legends can be very hit or miss with the storylines and some of the zaniness. Now, if we're talking the first 3 seasons of Legends versus the first 3 seasons of Titans, Legends, I think, wins outright. Like, no question in my mind. But, again, to each their own. Is it confirmed that Melissa Benoist is going to be playing Supergirl again on Superman and Lois Season 2 finale? What is your thoughts? I can't wait to see her again. It's confirmed? I haven't seen that at all. I mean, as far as we know, it's confirmed that she's willing to come back and guest star as appropriate. But I haven't seen anything about her showing up on Superman and Lois at all. I'd love to see her again. If it happens, as long as she doesn't come in and steal all the thunder in Superman's show. Because that was my biggest complaint about Supergirl, was the way they treated Superman. It was very pointed. So, personally, I would prefer her to just be mentioned, but not actually show up on the show, for risk of any PTSD for most people who have been really enjoying the show up to this point. How do you feel about Jim Carrey retiring from acting? I'm pretty sure that came out yesterday, and yesterday was April Fool's Day, so I don't know that that's real. He also says, I put my prayers out to Bruce Willis's family. So I never clicked on that headline because it came out yesterday, and yesterday was April Fool's Day. So I didn't even remotely look into that. The Bruce Willis thing is a whole different story. So yeah, I do feel bad. I do feel bad that I've criticized Bruce Willis's recent acting career in the last maybe 10 or so years, but I don't know. I don't know how much of it can be attributed to his affliction, but I'm not going to worry about it. He's got an amazing career. He's got an amazing legacy regardless, and all the power to him, man. He's put in the work, and he deserves some rest, and prayers go out to him for sure, and I hope he pulls through. I mean, there is no pulling through. I just hope that he can rest and not have to worry about it all, like dealing with all this other stuff that at this point, given his career, I don't know his financial setting, but I would assume he's probably okay. Just take it easy, man. Live out the rest of your days and try to just take care of yourself. Do you think Doctor Strange 2 could top No Way Home and Infinity War? I talked about this earlier. I don't. I do not. I think it might break $1 billion. I think it definitely might break $1 billion, but I don't think it's going to beat either of those films, personally. 52 and glowing, you sweet talker. I try. I was thinking the same thing when you said Sue was looking hot. Just no cat suit, man. No cat suit. No cat. Again, then there's no reason to bring in the cat suit this time around, but I think it should just be in her contract. If you make an appearance, you have to be in the cat suit at least once. Halo. I don't think Master Chief's face reveal is a big deal. It'll be like a Zelda show where Link never talks. What do you think? Games do stuff that doesn't work in video media. Thoughts? Yeah, I don't think his face reveal is a big deal. I mean, in the books, he takes his helmet off quite a bit. I mean, even in the games, there's at least 2 or 3 instances where his helmet's off. They just don't show you his face because they don't want to break your immersion as the character. I'm one of those people that's like, yeah, Link talks, but because of the game, you just don't hear it. So like, I'm one of those guys. So I'm not one of those Link is mute people. I'm not in that camp. So if they did a Zelda show, I would highly 100% expect Link to talk. But it's none of the Master Chief stuff outside of the only thing about the Master Chief stuff that bothers me is how they are relaying his past, the changes they've made to his past, and how they're linking him as this rival for this woman that's with the Covenant. It's weird. They're doing some weird things. Comic book Captain Marvel and MCU Thor versus CW Supergirl and DC EU Aquaman. Probably Captain Marvel and Thor would probably win that fight. Respect you, so you can convince me to keep watching The Flash. I'm a longtime fan, but I'm losing heart. Feel the same with Walking Dead, but I know that's ending. Flash has another year at least. That's so true. And I felt the same way with a lot of these CW shows. There was a big point last year when I was just like, I don't know if I want to keep watching these. But Flash is the one I will keep watching regardless. Superman, Lois, and The Flash, I'll watch at least until they finish. I could quit watching Legends and Batwoman, and I think I would be fine. They both had their moments where I almost just stopped watching in general. So yeah, I feel you there. And like you said, similarly with Walking Dead, it's almost over. Might as well see how they end it. Hey, what's up, KN? How are you doing? Thought I'd jump in and say hi. I hope you're having a good weekend. Thanks for popping in. Hope you're having a good day. Hope they bring Shadow in the Sonic movies. My favorite character. Who would have voiced him if they did? I don't know. I probably would have said Idris Elba, but Idris Elba's played Knuckles, so. Let me think. I don't know. That's a tough one. I mean, hold on. Adam Driver. Carnage versus Riot. I think Carnage would whoop the shit out of Riot. What are you talking about? Comics? Whatever you guys are talking about. I'm just reading comments. So bring me whatever you bring me. What do you think Brion is coming back for in season 4 of Young Justice? I don't know. I didn't know that he's coming back. I don't know. Is that a spoiler? You've asked me this one. Gene. Gene. Stixie. Scarlet Witch, probably. If the Spider-Man are in the Multiverse of Madness, do you think that could lead into Spider-Verse 2? No. I don't think anything we see in the MCU is going to lead into Spider-Verse 2. And I doubt we'll see all of the Spider-Man in Multiverse of Madness. We might see one, but I don't think we're going to get too much of that this soon, but we'll see. Joe, in my opinion, was carrying the show for a while. So true. I like season 4 too. I like how they balance the humor with the serious tone of the Flash for season 4. Me too. And I like DeVoe. He's one of my favorite villains. That's not a speedster. Katie McGrath is going to be a Batwoman season 4 to play Lex's sister again. Was it in Batwoman? I just knew she was coming back, but I don't think anybody had mentioned where she was coming back, where she was actually going to be showing up. I don't recall that coming up, but that'd be cool. That's assuming Batwoman gets greenlit for season 4. We'll just have to wait and hear that out. But I like Katie McGrath. I like Lena, so I'm all for that. Honestly, Ezra needs to go. He's way too problematic. I think somebody said that earlier, too. I find it crazy and unbelievable that 20 films into the MCU, they're fighting Thanos, and lost 3 films later, they're fighting Thanos again with the most heroes in the MCU. Okay. Then, 5 films and 5 TV shows later, they have a multiverse crisis. And then 1 film, 1 show later, they are saying Doctor Strange's final fight would be more than Endgame. Like, what the... Yeah, I don't know. They keep somehow upping the ante every time. And it's crazy. We'll see. That's big talk. What's your take on Bruce Willis retiring for acting? I just talked about that, actually. What are your one favorite film from both of them? Funny enough, for Bruce Willis, it's probably The Whole 9 Yards with him and Matthew Perry. That's probably my favorite Bruce Willis movie, though I did just see Die Hard for the first time this past Christmas. Reactions on the channel. And it was really good. But I got a soft spot for The Whole 9 Yards and The Whole 10 Yards. So I think those are 2 of my favorite Bruce Willis movies. Jim Carrey. Oof. Eternal Sunshine's really good. It's one of those movies that it's really hard to watch again. Because I know I don't. When I'm home alone and I want to put on a movie, I don't want to put on a movie that's going to put me through a bunch of existential questions and depression. So that's probably not on my list. So I'm probably going to go with The Mask. I'll probably go with The Mask. Didn't know that Netflix had its own Power Rangers. Power Rangers Dino Fury. But I haven't watched it. That isn't Netflix specific. I don't think. Yeah, I know about Dino Fury. I watched the first episode. Yeah, it premiered on Nickelodeon. And streams on Netflix. Yeah, premiered February 20th, 2021, concluded on December 18th, and then the following year made its debut onto streaming. Oh no, in the middle. So mid-season finale, they started streaming on Netflix. Yep. It is Hasbro's first Power Rangers production though, since they took over. So yeah, I was like, when you said it was a Netflix one, it's not made by Netflix. It's just streaming on Netflix, which is the case for all the Power Rangers shows up to this point. They're all on there. At least the last time I checked, they're all on there. Star Wars TV shows are either a hit or miss. Which ones do you think will be hit? Which ones do you think will be miss? I mean, I haven't felt any of them have been a miss so far, so I don't know. I think Andor has the potential to maybe be a miss. Now I'll clarify. I liked Boba Fett. It had a lot of problems, but I really enjoyed it in the end. It just needed to be. It needed some more episodes and more time with Boba Fett, but I wouldn't call the show a miss. I really like Bad Batch. But of the upcoming ones, probably, I mean, Andor and Acolyte are probably, I think, the biggest potentials. There's obviously that droid show as well. That could be, I don't know how that's going to go. It's going to be kid targeted and stuff, so I don't know about that one. But I don't know, probably the Acolyte and Andor, more than likely. Let's have to wait and see. But I think Ahsoka will be popping. I think Obi-Wan will be great. It's the only ones I can think of at the moment. If Disney Plus ever wanted to do an X-Men universe-based show, I would love for a show on the Brotherhood. Oh, that would be good. I'd like that too. But it'd be hard to do one on the Brotherhood with Disney's ideals. You know, they definitely sugarcoat a lot of the Brotherhood, I think. But you never know. I'd love to see it. I honestly think the Batman could take the whole Justice League with his contingency plans if they worked. Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. Haven't seen Akasan's Blackberry videos yet. Yes, I have. They are hilarious. Yeah, his old edits, man, they were so good. I'm glad Kyle's reveal was that he didn't have many possessions. I thought the barmaid was going to be there. That's exactly what I said in the reaction to. I was like, oh God, is the bartender there? No, it's just he didn't want her to see just how poorly he's living at the moment. Oh, sigh of relief when that turned around. Saw Morbius on Thursday, and that is top 4 favorite super stuff of all time. I'm being serious. No, I'm not joking. I like broken shit. All the power to you, man. I had zero emotional response when I came out of that movie. Myself. I'm glad you enjoyed it. It had some great moments, but I felt like my time had been wasted watching that movie. I'll be completely honest. First 5 or 6 seasons of Smallville were great for me, even without nostalgia part, since I never actually watched it. When it released, the final 4 or 5 were good, but still had those CW moments. Oh yeah, those CW moments originated with Smallville. A lot of those same writers moved on to the projects they're working on today. I mean, it's the same. A lot of the same production teams, a lot of the same people were involved, a lot of the same. There's a lot of double dipping in Vancouver, man. A lot of double dipping. That's why in Smallville, there was a lot of stuff that carried over from the X-Files in those early seasons. From straight up script ripoffs which you could call an homage, or, you know, give me your damn keys. And audio files, they used the exact same scores from the X-Files at some point. Some of Mark Snow's scores for certain episodes of Smallville in the early seasons, too. During these school holidays in SA, I've been binge rewatching your reactions to WandaVision, Loki, and Hawkeye. I would be so bored without you. Oh, I'm glad. I'm keeping you entertained. I'm hoping they hold up, given what we now know. I think it's pretty funny. I think it'd be pretty funny going back and just kind of watching those and being like, oh, if only you knew what we know now. In SA, what's they say? San Antonio? Anyway, I love the mirroring of Jordan's training, where Clark was back talking to Martha in 1.5 and Jordan was back talking to Lois in 2.9. The freeze and then the punch of 1.3 and 2.9. Yeah, there's a lot of mirroring happening between season 1 and season 2. And honestly, it fits right in with the theme of the season. I also saw the Batman, and no, I'm serious, I laughed through the whole movie with my friends because we thought it was goofy. All right, I don't believe you. Yeah, that's weird, man. All right. I think you're trolling at this point. If you're true, like, okay, but I don't know. You're probably young. Ezra should have played Reverse Flash with his IRL energy. Not a bad thought. Not a bad thought. And I've seen the anime called Ronin Warriors. It's absolutely freaking insane. I have. I watched it every day while that was on back on Cartoon Network. Yeah, man. I love AG and Chill. Ugh. I love AG and Chill's Avatar reactions. Makes me laugh every episode, man. One of his most funniest Avatar reactions, the movie. At the end of the movie, and it just made me laugh so hard. Yes. Oh, yes. It was so good. I love seeing people, when they get introduced to Avatar, get forced to watch that movie. I still don't think it's still not equivalent pain to being one of the people excited to actually go to the theater and see this thing, to just come out of it with your heart broken. But still. Will you ever get to meet your girlfriend? A couple reactions to some movies would be cool. Well, if she liked the same stuff that I liked, maybe. But what do you think? I don't know. She's watching, so direct that at her. Bro, I just realized the guy playing Lucas in Stranger Things is 20 now. Yeah, man, these kids, they grew up, man. They're growing up. We got Enola Holmes 2 coming, man. I've been enjoying a new passion fruit gin. It's delicious. I wish I could send you a bottle. I wish you could too. Because I can't find any of these things you keep talking about. Don't trash talk you? I'll trash talk you all I want. When Aang made that funny pose. Yeah. God. Sonic 1 is probably my most rewatched cinema movie. 5 times. The fact that they went so much effort to redesign all of that, you can have my money. That's a good argument. I think I saw it twice. I liked it a lot, man. I really did. I wanted to give it my money for that same reason. The fact they went back to fix that design after all the backlash, I was like, at least for that, I'm going to give them some money. And on top of that, I just really enjoyed it a lot. So I'm really excited to see where things go from here. I've got a TCL 4K TV, since they are pretty amazing. They're not bad. They're not bad. I think I had a TCL for a little while. It ended up going out on me. I think we got a Vizio now. I'm a cat person too, no matter the breed. For dogs, I like the over dramatic of huskies, the fluffy butts of corgis, the dogs from Love and Monsters, A++. Father-in-law used to repair TVs, so he said best TVs are as follows: Vizio, Samsung, LG. I think Vizio is probably pretty reliable, but if you're talking picture quality, I used to sell TVs, so I don't know if that counts. Vizio is probably way easier to repair though because it's not as proprietary as Samsung, but they're also cheaper because they're budget built. Samsung though, when it comes to like picture quality, I think they've been number one for like the last 20 years. LG does give them a run for their money though. The only thing that I will watch all the time on Disney Plus is the Lion King movies and Home Alone movies. Dude, I don't know if I probably have mentioned this before. Like, anytime I would go to sleep, because I always have to have some kind of sound going on in the background, so I would always put on movies. Like, when I was growing up, I would just put in a DVD or VHS, because obviously I couldn't stream anything, and then sometimes I would just get too distracted by the TV shows that were on late at night, and I would end up just watching them. But so I would always put in the second movie of a franchise, because the first movie is always way more serious, and if it's on, I at least get drawn to watch it because it requires your attention. The second movie in a franchise, not always the case. You already know the world, you already know the characters you're following. It's usually a little bit off onto a new course, so I can turn my brain off a little bit more with those. So like Matrix Reloaded, Jurassic Park Lost World, Blade 2, and The Lion King 2, I think I burned those things out. Honestly, I think Tremors 2 is probably the most rewatched movie I've ever had, total. I think a second runner-up is probably The Lion King 2, which I think is highly underrated. I think it's a pretty good follow-up, but yeah, I've seen that movie a lot, and it's just like I could put it in, turn my brain off. Lost World, though, I don't know, man. I wish I had a counter, if there's like a way I could pull up my stats for certain things. See just exactly how many movies I've watched. Jim Carrey as Norman Osborn and Chris Hemsworth as Harry Osborn. See, it's stuff like this too that just makes me feel like you're trolling most of the time. No, I don't like either of those. I'm dumb, so I don't know how to tag Summer. But if you want to try whiskey, come to Ireland, and I'll show you what whiskey is. Looks like you got a date, Summer. Oh, that's funny. The Razzies has decided to rescind their award to Bruce Willis due to his diagnosis. In the article, it mentioned that he did all his movies last year so his family could be financially secured. Yeah, definitely. Good on them, though. When I saw that category, I was like, oh my God, such a burn. Now it's like, it just has a whole other thing to it when it's just like, oh shit. Well, damn. Yeah, I'm glad they did. I'm glad they pulled that category, the award, and all of that, because yeah, it would be in bad taste now knowing what we know. What shows have I watched on Nickelodeon? Well, I haven't watched Nickelodeon in a long time, man, but Camp Onawana, Legends of the Hidden Temple, Gullah Gullah Island, Blue's Clues, Eureka's Castle, Rugrats, Cat Dog, Hey Arnold, Invader Zim, Rocket Power, Angry Beavers, Fairly Odd Parents, SpongeBob. There's probably some I'm missing, but I'm just going through everything I can think of. Ren and Stimpy, which I still have no idea how that was on Nickelodeon in the day, as raunchy as that show was. Rocko's Modern Life. All that. Most of the seasons. Drake and Josh. Clarissa Explains It All. Amanda Bynes Show. Avatar: The Last Airbender. iCarly. There's definitely some more older shows that I've watched that I just cannot remember the names of right now. I watched a lot of Nick at Night too, so like I Love Lucy, Bewitched, Addams Family, all that stuff. So yeah. Would love to see Bruce Wayne cast in Gotham Knights, maybe as flashbacks. Can't wait to see Misha Collins as Harvey Dent, Two-Face, especially on a TV show. We'll see. We'll see. I'll give it a shot. AG Chill's reactions versus Akasan's reactions. To Avatar? I'll be honest, I don't think I've actually watched Akasan's reactions to Avatar. I didn't realize he had any, to be honest. I wish I could have reacted to it, but I watched it when it came out, while I was in high school. So, definitely couldn't have made that happen. I hope they give Andrew another Spider-Man movie if he wants to do it. I want him to get another movie so bad, but I don't want him to get another shitty movie from Sony after this. Man, I want to see him do another Spider-Man, but after Morbius, after Let There Be Carnage, I don't have any faith in Sony in managing their own property. Oh my lord, dude. When Superman goes to Bizarre World, does he talk backwards in their world like everyone does here? I think he talks normal, but they don't understand him. They just natively talk backwards in their world. That's their native language, is backwards speak. So I would imagine he talks just like we do, and everybody else just talks in reverse. Superior Spider-Man versus Green Goblin. Probably Superior Spider-Man. Just watched Morbius. Not that bad, though. Jared Leto and Matt Smith were really good, but man, what the fuck. Those post-credit scenes, though, had me confused as hell. The post-credit scenes make no sense. Zero. Big old nada. But yeah, Jared Leto, I know he's going to get shit because people aren't liking this movie, but it has nothing to do with him. It has nothing to do with his performance. He plays a clinical doctor really well. He plays the character really well. Matt Smith, it looks like he is having a grand time playing this character and just having fun. The movie around them is just not good. All the side characters are boring. Most of them are unnecessary to the plot. The editing is jarring. The pacing is jarring. The effects are mixed at best. The action's not that great. But the performances are okay. Like, nobody gives a bad performance. It was like I was watching a Saturday morning cartoon, but like without any of the enjoyment, to be honest. I've seen The Truman Show with Jim Carrey. That will mess with your mind like WandaVision. Oh yeah, no, I've seen The Truman Show. Yeah, a lot of similarities, I would say, between WandaVision and that. Great movie, though. What would you like more? A Nora and Bart spinoff or a Green Arrow and the Canary spinoff? If I had to pick, probably Nora and Bart. I just don't I don't like Star City's Futurescape or any of those characters, really. I like Mia. That's really it. And that's still contingent on her relationship with everybody else. I don't know that she would carry how she would carry a whole show. Like I said before, I'd love to watch it. I would watch it just to carry on that legacy. But if I had to pick between these two, I find it way more enjoyable to watch Nora and Bart fuck around with time than it would be to see Mia brood some more. Post-credits Morbius stuff was dumb. Yup. Your commentary on Stranger Things is fire. Thank you, Aiden. I appreciate that. Will Smith has decided to resign as a member of the Academy, which means he won't be eligible for an Oscar in the future. That's another thing, though. Did he lose the... That's what I just don't know. I haven't looked it up. Did he lose the award he won that night? Because I saw that, and if that's the case, it does mean he wouldn't be eligible to get another one. This would be his only opportunity. I would honestly, given the situation and everything going on, I'd be like, let the man keep the Oscar, but It was just be so harsh to be like finally handed it, and then just because of everything that went down, uh, never to get that opportunity again. I get actions have consequences, but man, that would suck. Suck so hard. What's the best fight in the DCU for me? For me, it's the one with the Suicide Squad and everybody starts dying off. Scared me, but it was hilarious. You like the opening of the Suicide Squad? Best fight in the DCEU? I still think it's the Batfleck in the warehouse scene. I still think that's my favorite fight. Second would be the League versus Steppenwolf. We post have Batwoman to Superman Lois crossover. I think it meant must have. But it did not have, or we were supposed to have, but it did not happen. Now we're having Supergirl characters be on other shows. That's true. Have I ever watched Fuller House on Netflix? Because I think it's better than Full House. It's about the characters that were in Full House and they grew up and they have kids. I never really watched a lot of Full House, so I was never that interested in Fuller House. So no, I have not seen it. Thoughts on the runtime of Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness? I haven't seen what the runtime is, so I did see that it's the longest Marvel movie or MCU movie, I think, but I don't know what the actual number is. So, also Riot, I'm pretty sure, if I remember right, your account on Discord got hacked. So I hope you fixed that. Hit the Jameson Distillery and get us. Oh, you're still talking. Hey Ragu, if you type the @ symbol and then their name, that's how you tag people. Omni, is Amazing Spider-Man 2 better than Morbius? Because I haven't watched it and I have no reason to. Oh God, yes. Oh God, yes. If I had to rank all of the Spider-Man universe movies, I would probably put Morbius above Let There Be Carnage. I didn't like Let There Be Carnage. Like, I thought Let There Be Carnage was an affront to the senses. Had some fun moments in it and some great character beats in it. It made me laugh, but mostly it gave me a headache. Morbius is at least watchable. Even it's like watching a really slow car crash. You know? I think it's not as good as Venom. But I think it's better than Let There Be Carnage. But then again, you know, if you're going into it for just like crazy action set pieces and stuff like that, you might like Let There Be Carnage better than these movies. But I don't know. What's a good comparison to make? Now, I was about to compare it to the Ben Affleck Daredevil movie, but I think I would rather watch the Ben Affleck Daredevil movie. Anyway, we'll see. Iron Man versus Batman. This has been asked before, and like I said before, I think Iron Man would win the first fight, but Batman would win the second. I think Batman, in most circumstances against a powered human, will probably lose fight one, but I think he'll always beat them on the second try once he knows how to take them down. Michael Rosenbaum was by far the best Lex Luthor in my opinion, especially in the final seasons. I was like in season 6 when he was with Lana and started to really become Clark's enemy. He was just so good, man. So good. Best part of that whole series, I think. Oh, where did whatever, I'll worry about it later. I enjoyed the Venom movies way more than Morbius. See, it was like for me, Morbius and Let There Be Carnage were terrible in two completely different ways. It's like they both have like the thing that I would have liked the other to have. Like it's like they complete each other, but separate. They're just two different kind of like messes. Morbius, okay, I wouldn't, it's not Catwoman. I looked over and I looked ahead of the chat a little bit when I looked over there. I don't think that's the case. What news do you think Star Wars news will get at Star Wars Celebration? Hope we get an Andor trailer, Ahsoka casting news, and have them on stage. Bad Batch Season 2 trailer, Mando Season 3 release date. I think all of those are very likely, especially considering Bad Batch 2 was originally, I think, supposed to air over the summer, and that's not happening at the moment, so we might get something for it. Did you know that some of the Power Ranger shows aren't there on Netflix anymore? I have not noticed. On that new Doctor Strange footage released today, we got a better look at that glowing person. You can see hips and a utility belt, so it's definitely not Tom Cruise like people thought. Yeah, I was never on the Tom Cruise train. And like I mentioned, I don't watch the clips, so I have not actually seen the one that you're talking about. Shia LaBeouf was rumored to be Moon Knight. What do you think about this casting? No thank you. I like Shia, but nah, I don't think he'd be a good fit for this. And I definitely like Oscar Isaacs more. One thing that they did good with the movie was the casting for Aang. He looked like a 5-year-old. No lie, no disrespect. The kid just couldn't act. The script didn't help. The direction didn't help. They cast him because he was a martial artist first. He was just a kid who was really good at martial arts from Texas, and they cast him on that. Katara was because they actually had somebody else cast as Katara, but an executive producer wanted their granddaughter to be in the movie, so they kicked off the original Katara and put her in the film, and she was god-awful. Jackson Rathbone was just miscast all to hell. And it's just I don't know how much it was M. Night and how much of it was studio involvement. Could have been a whole hell of a lot of both. All I know is that the creators of the show, they would give their input, their feedback, and none of it would be accepted or taken at all. They're on there as like executive producers and stuff, but from what they've said, like they gave studio notes, they gave their opinions and all that stuff, and it was never addressed or taken into consideration. So they just kind of washed their hands of it and stopped consulting because they were just being ignored anyway. It's crazy. Moon Knight theme sounds so good. Gives me God of War vibes. I really like it. Yeah, I can feel it. And this fight, we talked about this last weekend. Aang. Oh, wait, no. I read that as Katara. Oh, God. Okay. So, there's two problems I have when this fight comes up. Because the last time we see either of these characters, Korra is 21. Aang is 12 still. Are we pitting a 21-year-old against a 12-year-old? Because physically, she's going to be stronger than him. And she's had 10 years of focused, dedicated training. And Aang had to do everything he did in less than a year. If we are talking about 21-year-old Aang versus 21-year-old Korra, I wholeheartedly think Aang would thunder stomp her ass. But I think I don't know. Aang, though, is a fully complete person in the beginning. Well, by the end of the show, Korra debatably could be. I think Aang would put up a really damn good fight. As a 12-year-old versus a 21-year-old. So, I don't know. But if we're matching their ages, I think Aang would raffle stomp Korra. Anyway, moving on. Kevin Bacon is rumored to be in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Peter is about to meet his idol. Ooh, and have a dance-off. That'd be cool. Except, will Kevin Bacon be in it as himself or as another person? Because then that begs the question, is Peter going to be like, you look familiar? That is definitely not something to be asking in chat, to be honest. What do you mean? Any pub in dub. Oh. Lion King 2 is definitely underrated. They didn't make it like the first movie, which I really like because I didn't try to mirror the first movie like a lot of movies do. I know. I really like it, man. I do like Lion King 2. Highly underrated. I'm going to have to roll out. Have a good evening. Well, thanks for stopping in, Janice. I really appreciate you coming in and hanging out. Eureka's Castle. Do you remember David the Gnome? Because I love that show. No one remembers it. I know. It wasn't a fever dream. David the Gnome. David the Gnome. I know the title doesn't ring a bell. Yes. No? Kinda? No, I don't think I've... It looks familiar, but I can't say I've seen it. Carl Weathers has announced on Twitter that season 3 of The Mandalorian is wrapped filming, so maybe a teaser of Star Wars Celebration. If it wrapped filming, I don't know how much of the post-production is going to be ready for a trailer to be cut together, and maybe they'd be able to cut together the footage they already have at the moment. Don't know. But yeah, I would like that. And if we get a trailer for season 3, that'd be cool. At least maybe a teaser would be fun. Let's see. I loved iCarly and the Fairly Odd Parents when I was 8. How many did you see the new Fairly Odd Parents? Wait, excuse me, the Fairly Odder Parents trailer, because that trailer looks so trash. Yeah, I did. It doesn't look good. Definitely made me cringe out on the skin, man. Are we meant to feel bad for Michael Keaton in Morbius? I was in the MCU. Now I'm in... that's kind of a spoiler. Let me take that off the screen. It's a little bit of a spoiler. I mean, I'm so far behind. I definitely didn't catch that. But I don't think we're supposed to feel bad for him because he doesn't seem too concerned with any of it. Hope Barry finds out about the other Earths is still out there in Superman Lois Season 1. Lois and Clark talk about other Earths, and they talk about it again this season. Well, from what we learned in this episode, or this season, their Earth is pre-Crisis. So they're not from an Earth that exists now. Crisis eliminated their Earth. We got that confirmed just a few episodes ago. Now, this bizarre Earth is completely different from, like, another universe. It's not another universe. It's the mirror of ours. Like they said, they used to be one, but they were separated. So, I don't think it's technically the same. But they are going to learn in just a few days when they cross over and meet Stargirl for the first time in the comics coming out in the next couple of weeks. Will Smith will retain his current Oscar. Okay, that's good at least. And the trailer for the next episode of Superman Lois seems like the signature color for Kryptonians is black. Do you think Clark is going to come back in a black costume and trigger the Irons fan? Oh, maybe? Well, that would suck. That would suck. But maybe. Very, very, very possible. Favorite Batman voice is Ben Affleck. Voice is Kevin Conroy. Like, if we're talking voices, Kevin Conroy. If we're talking live action voices, probably Ben Affleck. I'll go with that. Ben Affleck's still my favorite live action Batman. 2 hours and 6 minutes. Well, that's not that long at all. Well, that's a lot shorter than I was expecting. Interesting. Morbius sequel, Catwoman. No. I don't think it's Catwoman bad. It's definitely not Catwoman bad. Do you think John is going to merge with the Bizarro John so he can get his powers instead of being thrown in the sun by Clark? I definitely mentioned that as a possibility. But we'll see. Hold on. Yeah, okay. So it's confirmed by Fandango that that's the runtime. It's weird. Even though Clark is mad at him, he might Shazam him from from Injustice. I don't think he'll go that far. I don't think he'll go that far. And a bunch of theater websites have the runtime of 2 hours 6 minutes. Have I watched Victorious? No, I'm not. I've never watched Victorious. Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger Town. Take your order. Dude. I love Good Burger. That movie is low-key hilarious. And the sketch is also great. Did I see the new 50-second Doctor Strange trailer? No. Because I was told it was a clip. It was a new clip, so I have not watched it. Unless it's a new... If it's a TV spot, usually don't watch it. If it's a clip, usually don't watch it. Unless it's a full trailer, I usually don't react to it. Vulture should have broken out of prison using his growler, then his purple rifts open up the sky, sucking in the Vulture. That way, he kind of fix that scene. God damn it. I need to read these before I put them up. But I agree with you. That would make more sense than what happened. If you ever get to Sean's... Again, you guys are talking... Use the app! Ragu! I'm sending you a Lego figure of yourself. I want you to keep it. It's going to be in an envelope. I'm going to send it to you mail. I don't have an address anywhere, so... Yeah, I appreciate that, man, but I definitely am not going to post that in the chat at all. So... I don't really have any way to accept any mail or stuff like that sent from people. Maybe I can set up a PO box or something like that one day, but right now it's just not in the cards, man. I appreciate the thought though. So funny how a lot of people thought the MCU was dead after Endgame, and now we are out here facing villains hilariously more powerful than Thanos. Yeah, that's true. I didn't think it was dead. I just didn't care, and I described it before. And I won't go into that again, because it's a little graphic. That scene when he was airbending looked like he was feeling the Holy Ghost. Yeah. Have you seen how Jonathan Majors looks now? Scott Lang is definitely not surviving Ant-Man 3. Last thing I saw Jonathan Majors in was The Harder They Fall, that Western on Netflix. Really good, man. Did I like Ant-Man and the Wasp? I thought it was all right. I liked it. I didn't like it as much as the first Ant-Man, but I did like the movie. Have I watched The Incredibles 1 and 2? Yes, I have seen both. First one when I was a kid, watched the second one. Funny story, I watched the first one the day one of my cats died. That was part of the whole cheer-up routine. We went and saw The Incredibles to try to snap me out of my depression. The second one, I actually like the second one more than the first one, though. Wait, Michael Keaton was in Morbius? He's in... Is that sarcasm? Sarcasm? I don't know. But yes, he's in the trailer. Sorry for making you skip the pup talk. My phone will not allow me to tag someone for some reason. Well, dang your phone! What's up, Jacob CU? Enjoying the Stranger Things reactions. Awesome. I'm glad you're enjoying them. Noah Schnapp, as Will, has done a great job in this season. Yeah, that's one thing that I feel bad for the kid, because most of the first season he's just like off screen most of it, and he's really good. I'm glad he's getting way more screen time in season 2 now that he's back. You know, he's a really good actor. I think he does really good. In a lot of these emotional scenes, like playing like that tortured soul, this kid who's seen some shit. Yeah, dig it. What TV show would you use for your PS5? What TV? Oh,
What TV would I use for my PS5? Because I'm using a Samsung TV. I would go with the Samsung, but like I said, it's the peripherals that are going to make the biggest difference. So keep an eye out for that. I miss William Hurt. How did he die? You know, I don't recall. I don't recall actually how he passed. I don't remember if it was released to the public or not. Omni doesn't want Reverse Flash coming into his house. Why would Reverse Flash come to my house? Anyway, so pumped for powerful. Wow, I completely messed that up. I so pumped for powerful villains who want to rule just for the reason it makes them much scarier than Thanos. Fair enough. And you have not addressed my comment about your Discord account. Riot. So sorry your cat died, Omni. Let me guess. It was called Aang. No. It was Tiger was the cat at that point. Yeah, no. Aang, I don't even know. I don't think Avatar was even out yet. I can't remember. You got to keep that Green Ranger helmet at the angle because it's ugly otherwise. Hope Hasbro does better. What? What? It's not the Hasbro one, so I don't know what you're. I don't know what you're talking about. I think it's pretty good. It's the old school one. I haven't bought any of the ones that Hasbro's made because yeah, the Hasbro collector's edition stuff all suck. Yeah, that's none of my Power Rangers stuff is Hasbro, except the Green Ranger on the coin, the little statue. Alex Garfin said that Jordan Ellis looked like a drummer from Green Day, and yes. My biggest nitpick about the whole thing is why the hell did they have to give him eyeliner? He's wearing the Connor Kent suit. Get up. But why'd they give him eyeliner? It looks so weird. But yeah, I agree with that. I feel bad for Will the whole time, being like I disliked Mike for how he was treating Jane /11. I mean, I felt for all of them involved in there, but yeah, I felt the most bad for Will, especially knowing how good his actor his kid was. So yeah, I'm excited to see a new duo emerge in season 2. Won't give it away. Ooh. Do you think any other Marvel movie will ever top Endgame's earnings? And dude, it's gonna be hard to say. I don't know what it would be. It'd have to be some crazy stuff, man. Prostate cancer. Ooh, that'll do it. That'll do it. It's a scary thing to keep an eye out for. Colon cancer, prostate cancer, all that stuff, man. It'll creep up on you. And my account is secured now. Awesome. Looking forward to the new Moon Knight episode. Did not expect much, but it's shaping up to be an amazing show. I agree. I told you I'm not talking about that. Tonic? Is it possible Ezra is taking Speed Force drugs and that's what made him crazy? It's possible. Or he just cannot handle his alcohol, man. It was amazing in Stranger Things. To think he was so underused in season 1 brings us all into the further seasons. You will be impressed. I'm looking forward to it, man. Looking forward. What? I replaced my Bandai red helmet with Hasbro's. Way better. I don't know, man. I think everything that Hasbro's put out has been pretty cheap. Especially the weapons. The weapon replicas and the Zord replicas. I don't know, man. To me, I think the old ones were way better. Let's see. Bandai's Morvers are legit. Yes, those are my favorite thing they got. I was too poor at the time. I was really hard on cash when that came out, but I still bought one of them. I wanted so badly to get 6 of them, technically 7, I guess, so that I could have each coin be in its own morpher, but I was never able to pull that off, and now those things are legit like hopped up on prices because you can't get them anymore on like eBay and stuff. So really missed opportunity there, because I hate just having the coins just scattered across the table, not in a morpher or anything like that. And the Hasbro ones have the fucking collar bands on it, and that's not how the morphers were in the show. Why? It's like when you get the toys back in the day and they'd have the fucking like Tyrannosaurus on the chest. I was like, motherfucker, they didn't have that. I'm so picky about shit. What's your favorite comfort food? Pizza, popcorn, probably pizza. I got to start collecting Stranger Things Funkos now that you're watching the show. I need one, I need more space, and two, yes, I need more Funkos. I need more room for my statues because I have a bunch I don't even have space for at the moment. I've got some just off in the other side of the room, just up on other shelves. Noah and Millie are probably two young actors from Stranger Things who have amazing performances in the show as it goes on. Honestly, I've been pretty impressed with Finn Wolfhard here, because honestly, the things I've seen with him in it as he's been older haven't been good. But he's been pretty dang good here. Honestly, I've been really impressed with all the kids so far. I've seen the Power Rangers masks from Has to they suck. What? Hasbro. Yeah, I mean, that's how I feel about it. Jesus Christ, that startled me. Sorry. Got a little heated about my Power Ranger bits. Agreed, Zord and weapons, Hasbro are shit. But the helmets are pretty good. Did actually buy 7 morphers. Nice display pieces. Lucky. I want to get more of the helmets though. I want the I wanted to get some of the legit helmets, like the actual like. You have to get them from people that make props. They're so expensive, but like the ones that are like borderline actual motorcycle helmets, not like these little costume bits that these are, but still, that's some price range, man. Yeah. How do you feel about Billy and Stranger Things? Billy is such a douche. Taker seems so lovely. I think you asked me that earlier, Ragu. Maybe it cut out then. I was like, yeah, you know, he's definitely a douchebag. I'm not liking him at all. I'll stop now. Thanks. No, it's all good, man. It's all good. William Hurt's passing, who will take over his role in the MCU for me, and Everett Ross, played by Martin Freeman at the DoD, and Val to be in charge of the team. That would probably be the best way to do it, I think. Rather than, you could recast, but they could just move Everett up, I think. What video game do you always return to? Might have finished it a dozen times, but we'll replay it just to revisit the world or the characters. Kingdom Hearts. 1, 2, 3. None of the spinoffs, but the main line, I'll return to those a lot. Halo 3 is one as well. I think those are the biggest ones for me. Okay, I will rescind what I said about Finn. I thought he was good. He was good in Ghostbusters. He didn't do too much. Oh, that's exactly what you said. Yeah, he didn't do a lot, but he was good at that. He was okay in that. I think, I'll be honest, I think the only other thing I saw him in was The Turning, and my God, he was awful in that movie. But that movie was just awful in general. I've been trying a new anime called Beyblade Burst. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. I mean, as far as Beyblade goes, I've only ever seen bits of the original. So I can't speak on that one. If we do get Marvel, What If Season 2, what characters you want to see? I think they do these characters different in their own universes. Bring Toby and Andrew into this. That'd be cool. I don't know if they would be able to or not, but I think that'd be fun. Do some What If Eternal stuff. What if the Eternals interfered with Thanos or helped the world in its greatest points of need? What if they didn't just lurk in the shadows? I think that'd be a fun one to do.
What if Captain Marvel never left Earth? Let's see, what's some other ones? I'd like to have an Ant-Man centric one. Not like Hank, but like Scott. Do something with him. A Hawkeye one. I don't know, something. Like, what if he did take out Natasha? How would that change the effect of the course of the series and all that stuff? That'd be fun. I mentioned this before. You should really check out Stranger Things and Dungeons and Dragons merch when you're done watching the 3 seasons. Oh, yeah. I will definitely have to look into that. Gonna have to go now, Omni. It's getting late here. We need some rest. Got to get up early in the morning. Well, thank you for stopping in, Mandy. Hope you have a great evening. And I will see you next weekend. Callie, I don't think they're going to bring Toby in. This could be wrong. If you were given a choice to live in any movie ever made, which movie would you live in? Probably Star Wars, man. Not buying Power Ranger stuff on eBay. I'm going to try to find them on Amazon if they have them. Definitely not from Hasbro. I mean, they're going to be just as overpriced on Amazon, to be fair, if you're looking for the stuff they don't make anymore. eBay's going to be your best bet. I've had a lot of good experiences with eBay personally, so we'll see. Yes, the turning was trash. I think we both died inside after walking out of the theater. Oh, yes. Yes, we did. Don't we get What If Season 2 this year? I don't know if... I don't think we actually get What If Season 2 this year. I think that's next year. The actor who plays Lucas in a Netflix movie called Concrete Cowboy. Enjoyed that. Have not heard of that. Also has Idris Elba. I might have to check that out. I do like me some Idris. I think we do get Season 2 of What If this year. I would be really surprised if we get it this year. When are the next Stranger Things reactions? Love reactions. Every Friday. It's just every Friday. All right, guys. We're going to go ahead and start to wrap up. It's actually after 6. I haven't been paying attention. I'm caught up with the chat. So, I'm going to try to do a stream tomorrow. Do a little birthday stream. But we'll see. I got other stuff to film tomorrow too, sadly. So I don't really get a break on my birthday tomorrow. So, but that's why I'm giving myself Monday to relax. We got a couple things here. In Civil War, the Winter Soldier killed Daddy Stark while carrying Super Soldier cereals in a trunk. Can you imagine if he didn't take that shot? He was aged a lot sooner. Oh, that's a good one. You think Toby's going to get another Spider-Man movie? Because that's what a lot of people are saying. I think that's very possible that Toby and Andrew could each get their own movies. Then I'm just going to kind of read from over here because it's slow. I want to see a What If episode where Bucky doesn't kill Tony's parents. Yes. What if Peter kills Norman Osborn in the final battle? That would be a good one. Apparently, we might getting an I Am Groot series. Yes, we are getting that, but I think that's like a children's-centric one. I don't know if that's something I'll cover on the channel or not. When Moon Knight ends and before Obi-Wan series comes out, it's a little series of shorts. Yeah, I don't know if I'll watch that or not. Made my first Spectre Oliver Queen from Arrowverse out of Legos. Cool. Gonna head out as we are 45 minutes from your birthday here, but maybe don't read this, but happy birthday in Gaelic is... Oh, God. You said don't read it. Maybe don't read this. So is it actually that, or is it you trying to get me to say something bad? Anyway, have a good one, Ragu. Thank you, buddy. Would I like a Kid Flash movie or an Aqualad movie? Oh, hell yeah, dude. Let's do it. Arrow shirt is dope. Yeah. They're hard to find, man. I had to get this on Etsy. People really didn't like the Miss Marvel trailer. Yeah, well... People don't like a lot of things, so not too worried about it. Can I remember how I felt when Infinity War ended? I remember how everyone in the theater was so defeated. Yeah. I was like, oh my God. I was like sapped of... I felt like dread. I felt like I lost a fight. I felt like I lost a bunch of friends and stuff. Like, it was rough. I definitely remember how me and my whole gang that went and saw it kind of came out of the theater. It was something, man. But guys, I'm going to call it here. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Thanks for all the early birthday wishes. And if I can, I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Otherwise, I'll see you all next weekend or in the next video. Take care, everybody.